Now the first carry from Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run. Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a Packer 1st down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Packers.
Here's Allen to throw it. Catch made here by Campbell. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and
the end result, 21 yards. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They get it done.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 30.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra.
This defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much.
Yeah, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Allen off the bootleg. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be going to fix everything either.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 46-yard line.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings 7.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. He may try and run. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up sharp at the 32-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Intended for
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Down and 11.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. On the ground it's Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The ball carrier.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, this...
Caught it out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking for Campbell downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Harris Campbell, 76 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Dalvin Cook.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. They'll throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 12-yard line. Back to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards the pick up there.
2nd and 3 at the Packers 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw here. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First and 10, Taylor now. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 11 now. Allen. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And that'll make it third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going up top. And it's caught inside the 30. Seconds of the first half, and the Packers add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Paris Campbell. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Packers 42, Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now Taylor. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Shaquille Griffin.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now this time, Allen will throw. Oh, man, it's Tanyan complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. But he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Coming up on 2nd and 7. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. You're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot ways. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And his guys capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to steal the time, but that just has not been the case. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's given nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now it's Peterson, and it fights through one man. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Here comes Grant on the return. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Gain of 6. 1st down, Green Bay.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And some room to run now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 2.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.